It's the herd hierarchy. Here we go.
Herd hierarchy.
Time is now. Let's go.
The top 10 NFL teams according to Colin. Number 10.
Okay, I got to admit I'm kind of proud. Denver Broncos. Tied for number 1 scoring defense in the entire league. Lead the NFL in sacks. They did not play well and won. They got outplayed by the Colts. They won 4 straight games. Bo Nix is still in the growth period, but I said before the season, I did not buy they were a bad team. Sean Payton's one of the best coaches of my life. Bo Nix had 61 college starts. Mims, Cortland Sutton, Patrick Surtain, they got real dudes. Denver at 10.
Number 9.
The Tampa Bay Buccaneers. I may have them low. I'm telling you, I wouldn't want to play this team. The Chargers hadn't allowed over 30 points in a game. Tampa went in, scored 40 easy. And I'm telling you, Baker Mayfield now, 3rd in the NFL with 32 touchdown passes. Be very concerned about facing a team that can win by shootouts or win ugly. And that's what they can do. You can't run on them, yet this roster can run on you. This is a weird team. Todd Bowles, who's a really wonderful guy and an excellent defensive coach, is proving he can get out of the way and let the offense be the offense. I got Tampa at 9.
Number 8.
Minnesota, 7-game winning streak. They are 7-1 in 1-score games. I think a lot of the story here beyond Darnold is Kevin O'Connell, who they call the tunnel Sean McVay. I think Kevin O'Connell is superb. And their defense, Brian Flores, number 2 against the run, number 3 in takeaways. Brian Flores deserves another job. He does, because I don't think their defensive personnel is nearly as good as their defensive production. I think it's fine. The production is great. I think Flores deserves another gig. Minnesota at 8.
Number 7.
The Ravens. Listen, they have 5 losses by a combined 22 points. A lot of it's been special teams. It's the best run offense in the league. I am rooting so hard for Lamar to do something in the playoffs because I don't buy this thing that he's not a great pocket quarterback. He is. Now, I do think J-Mac touched on something yesterday. Derrick Henry's production's come down a bit. These are long seasons. Running backs, you're seeing J.K. Dobbins, Derrick Henry, Montgomery with the Lions. This is a rough sport. They're the last unprotected offensive player. I have the Ravens at 7.
Number 6.
I'm going to move Detroit down to 6, and I'm not sure they are 6. They've given up 79 points in 2 weeks, and it's not because the coaching's bad. They're running out of players. The defense has 1 takeaway in the last 4 games. Everybody moves the ball on them. They have 18 players on the IR. Again, they can only win now in shootouts. I think Green Bay this morning's the better team. And obviously, Detroit has beaten Green Bay, but I have the Lions at 6.
Number 5.
You do not want to play the Rams. They are now healthy. No turnovers, no sacks allowed in 2 games. This offensive line is winning games. 7-2 since the bye. Okay? And when Stafford's got a healthy Puka Nacua, 17 touchdowns, 4 picks. Kyron Williams, Stafford, Havenstein, Cooper Kupp, Puka Nacua, Sean McVay. You don't want to face them. They are hot and feeling it.
Number 4.
Buffalo. Listen, their defense is an issue. I know you're falling in love with Josh Allen. Folks, Detroit went up and down the field. The Rams went up and down the field. Their defense ranks 22nd. Now, they're 5th in takeaways, so they'll take the ball away. And I love Josh Allen, too. But he's had like 900 yards in 2 games, and they lost one of them. You're not winning in February with this defense. They got to get healthier. I think they're getting Rapp back. They're getting some of their back end back, but they are not good enough defensively.
Number 3.
The Packers. They're hot, they're healthy, and they are now a power run team. That game in Seattle, they turned the lights out on that thing after 2 drives. 8-2 since the start of October. Now, both losses were to the Lions because the Lions have a better team, but they don't today. I love Green Bay. When they hold opponents under 25, they're 9-1. And I think Matt LaFleur is on a short list of one of the most underrated coaches in the league. Remember when he was at Tennessee? His reputation was he likes to lead with the run. He had Derrick Henry. In Green Bay, this is his offense and his team. This is what Matt LaFleur knows. He is a run first. He's got a lot of Sean McVay and Shanahan. He likes the run game. Green Bay at 3.
Number 2.
Listen, Mahomes is banged up. This team is still 10-0 in games decided by a touchdown or less. They still have the best coach, arguably ever. Mahomes probably sits this weekend against Houston, and then he'll be fine. I do worry about offensive tackle. They're not going to be great at it. Just keep your eye on this team. They're getting Hollywood Brown back. I think the best of Kansas City will be the version in about 10 days when Patrick Mahomes returns.
Number 1.
The most dysfunctional great team in sports, Philadelphia, a 10-game winning streak with their coach getting in fights with assistant coaches. I mean, everything they do screams bad organization, and yet all they do is win. They fire Super Bowl winning coaches. Philadelphia's wild. Is Nick Sirianni a good coach? Did you see that defensive line coach getting in his way? Would you do that with, like, Andy Reid? Would you do that with Sean Payton? I mean, like, Philadelphia breaks every rule in pro football. They fire winning coaches. They let go of Andy Reid. The coaches screaming at fans. Drama in the locker room. Players calling out the team on radio. And they win. And they're loaded. This roster is stacked.
Hi, everybody. It's me, Uncle Colin. Subscribe here to get the latest from the herd, including exclusive behind-the-scenes videos and more, wherever you may be, however you may be watching. Thanks again for making us part of your day.